Okay, good day everyone. So we are going to um, discuss now the answer keys for the second practice test, all about on the writing instructional objectives. Okay, start with number one. After discussing the Bill of Rights, Ms. Corsa wants her students to list the freedoms included in the Bill of Rights. Which level of objectives is targeted? So here you are just simply asked to list the freedoms. No, it's more of a factual recall. So therefore, that belongs to knowledge or remembering level. So the best answer for that is remembering. Okay, next number. It says here, Lucas writes objectives aim to change attitude, individuals' attitudes towards each other, towards others. So what type of objective is he writing? Okay, so there are three main abilities, no? We have the cognitive, the affective domain, and the psychomotor. So it's cognitive, it's more of a brain function, no? So it's more of a brain function. So that's how a person thinks, no? And affective, it's more of uh, attitude and emotion, students' emotion. Okay. Then psychomotor, it's uh, on what students can do or perform. No? That belongs to on what students can do or perform. No? So it's more of an action. That's psychomotor. Okay, since it talks about attitude, so therefore it belongs to affective domain. Next one, to make conclusions based on summarized and processed quantitative data. Okay, here making conclusions belongs to the evaluating level. No? Making conclusions, creating judgments, that belongs to evaluating, not creating. No? Because in creating, you have to create something. Not analyzing, because in analyzing is you try to break down into parts. You know, if you have a problem, you try to break down into parts to produce an answer. However, you are going to make conclusions. In making conclusions, you are going to make judgment of what you have gathered. So therefore, it belongs to evaluate. Next one, Ms. Gabasa wanted her students to identify grammatical errors in a sentence. This learning outcome exemplify what cognitive level. Okay, when you say identify the grammatical errors, you know, so you're given with a sentence. Then in a sentence, you are going to break them into parts, and from breaking into parts, you identify the errors. No, so that is analysis. No? Analysis is breaking into parts. It's not applying because you did not apply something here. No? It's not remembering because it's not a factual recall. It's not understanding because you did not translate here, or you did not uh, translate or something, um, interpret. No? There's no interpretation here. So it belongs to analysis level. Okay, next one. Which of the following outcomes is under analysis level? So again, in the analysis level, you try to break down a given question or a given statement or knowledge into parts. Okay. Differentiate potential and kinetic energy. Okay. So that part belongs to the understanding level. So when you try to differentiate, so first you first you recall the meaning of potential kinetic. Then you compare. So there's comparison of statement. So that is understanding level. Set up a device showing the conservation of mechanical energy. So setting up. So it's more of that belongs to creating level, creating. Compute for kinetic energy, that is, you're given a formula, then uh, when you compute the formula, you just simply apply, you are given with the formula, then compute applying the formula. So that is applying level. So describing quantitatively the energy of a given projectile at a given point. Okay, that one, so you'll be given a picture or you're given a problem. At some point, you are going to describe. At that point, when you are going to describe that one, you are going to compute, no? So that is, you try to break down into parts in the problem. So part by parts, you are going. So first, there are many processes that are involved, no? So you try to locate. After you locate, you compute, and after you compute, you describe. So that belongs to analysis. Okay, which of the following learning outcome has the highest cognitive level? So first, we have to look. Um, the highest cognitive level is creating. So we have to find out which one of these is creating. So describe the properties of the probability distribution. So that is understanding. No? So that is more of, when you describe, it's more of translating, right? Or interpreting. So that is understanding level. Compute for the mean and the standard deviation of a given distribution. So you are given the formula and apply the formula to compute. So that is applying level. Apply the normal distribution in solving probability related problems. Okay, again, that's applying also. Making valid inference of an actual data or experiment based on the distributions. Okay, this is not creating, evaluating. But okay, since no creating here, so we will go to the second highest, evaluating. Since we have there, A is understanding, B and C are applying, D is evaluating. Since evaluating is the highest here, so letter D is the answer. Which of the following objectives is the highest level of Bloom's taxonomy? So again, we look onto the creating. No? Identifies the meaning of an item. So meaning of an item, it's only factual recall, it's remembering, so that's not the highest. Identifies the order of the given events. Okay, that is analysis. No? That's analysis. Interpret the meaning of an idea. So that is again understanding. Improves effective test items, that is creating. So therefore, letter D is the answer. Okay, I don't have the copy here. Which of the following statements is an example of learning objectives? Okay. I guess there's a missing question here. Complete. It should be my bad, no? Which of the following phrases or statements is an example of complete learning objectives? It should be complete. Okay. So when we say complete learning objective, there should be a criterion. There should be observable behaviors, observable learning outcomes, and uh, we have a criterion level. So first, given 10 words, correct those that contain E with 80% accuracy. So given 10 words, so that is our special condition or stating conditions. Correct those that contain the silent E. So that is more of, okay, that's the action word, that's the observable behavior in 80% accuracy. So that is your criterion. So therefore, one is a complete learning objective or instructional objective. Without reference to the note, okay, that is your stating condition. Describe 4 out of 5 alternative sources of energy discussed in class. So you have there, describe the sources of energy discussed in class. So your that is your um, behavior, you know? That is your observable behavior. 4 out of 5, that is your criterion. So that is also complete. So 1 and 2 are complete. Then we have 3. Given the human skeleton, student will identify at least 40 bones correctly. So given a human skeleton, that is your stating condition or special condition. Identify the bones correctly. So that is your observable behavior. Then at least 40, that is your criterion. So therefore, all of those are complete instructional objectives or complete learning objectives. Okay, so I would just like to take note that when you write instructional objectives, it should be in observable and measurable behavior. So you can observe them and you can measure them. So that is why you have to avoid the use of the words know, understand, learn, because they are not observable. Okay. Uh, let's go back. Sorry, it's loading. Okay, we have here, which of the following statements is a complete instructional objective? Okay, let's say complete instructional objective. You have the stating condition or special condition. We have the observable behavior, and we have the criterion. So I guess only letter D has those 3 criterions, no? Using calculator, that is your stating condition. Determine the degree of correlation between the 2 variables. That is your observable behaviors. And or observable learning outcome. Observable outcome. And at least 60%, that is your uh, criterion level. So therefore, only letter D is complete. Hopefully, I will observe when I check your I will check your instructional objectives later. Your project number 1, it should have the 3 parts of the complete instructional objective. So, stating condition or special condition, the observable learning outcome, and the criterion level. Which type of learning target is achieved when students successfully made a documentary about human rights in their social science subject? Okay. It says here they are going to make a documentary. So therefore, that is a product. So therefore, we can say that the most correct answer there is product. Skill is, when you say skill, that is you are going to develop an action in which you are a student is familiar with. No? So let us say writing, a skill in writing, for example. So if a student knows is proficient in doing writing, so that would be a skill. Or let us say he knows how to dance, no? And he is proficient in dancing, for example, then that would be his skill. no? Knowledge and simple understanding that in the cognitive level that is belongs to um, remembering and understanding, no? Deep understanding and reasoning that belongs to uh, applying and above, no? Applying and above, up to pray. And I guess that's it, no? I guess that's it.